we go from Arlington. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And he returns this to the 22. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Flushed out right. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Stafford. Buying time to his left. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Rams. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. And there's Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The give is to Elliott. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 49 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So that a very nice-looking touchdown run.
And on his first carry of the game as well. And you remember, Brandon, we talked to him yesterday, and he thought he was going to have a big game. He thought everything aligned perfectly. He liked what the defense was presenting, and he really liked what he was getting from his blockers.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And he fires Here's one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after... what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And he's got Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 29, Stafford. It's caught by OBJ. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Oh, Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To the air again, Stafford. Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott to throw it. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Prescott off play action. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. Pollard to return from the end zone. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And they gave themselves options there on the third down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Prescott down. Flushed out right. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 30.
The partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Bears it out toward the corner of the end zone. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's going to have a Rams first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 50, it's Stafford. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. This is caught. It's Woods. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. shotgun snap for Stafford. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game. And let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Now Stafford. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And Gay knocks this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. Pollard to return from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll run left with Pollard. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Oh, the return is Powell. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slip. Oh, the ball is out. Michel lost it. And it's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. The bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott escaping and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So third down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Zerline's kick is up and through. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Powell now to take it out of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out?
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for L.A. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Stafford. Flushed out right. He completes it to Beckham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that ball, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
Now Pollard. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'll be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA.